a parcel here from Mr. Hewitt at number 7. Have you any idea what time we'll be in?
But he works funny hours. He's on the buses.
Oh, I see.
I could take it in for him if you like.
Well, it seems daft taking it back in again, doesn't it? And might not catch him then.
I don't think he'd mind. In fact, I think he'd like it today. It's his birthday.
Oh. Oh, well, oh, in that case, he'd better have it then.
Nearly finished.
I'll have delivery of this.
I bet you're not sorry, are you?
Oh, I'm not that. It's all right for some in it, eh? Riding about in buses all day. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Oh, Charlie, early, aren't you?
Aye, a bit. You know what it's like on this run. Once you get out of town, there's no doing.
Ah, who have you got with you?
Fred Burns. He's just gone over the road.
Oh, I know him and all. I suppose you've left them all waving their umbrellas down the road, have you?
No, honest, we haven't left nobody.
What time are you off?
Another 4 minutes, yeah.
Must have had his clock down. He gives you board. Anybody up top?
No.
It is. It's Harry Hewitt.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think he'll look at our tickets.
Right, can I have your tickets, please, then?
Oh, I thought he would, and I never know where I put them. Did I put them in my bag? Yeah, I don't know.
No, you've got them, I remember now. I paid and you took the tickets off him.
Thank you.
Well, where did I put them then?
Thank you. Any trouble?
Oh, I had him a minute ago, Harry. You don't really want to see him, do you?
Afraid so, then.
Oh. Is there, Mum?
Hi, them, Tom. Where you off, then?
Just into the square to do a bit of shopping.
Well, these won't take you as far as the square.
Why not?
Where'd you get on, Rosamond Street?
That's right.
Ah, well, it's 4pence halfpenny from Rosamond Street to the square. These will only take you as far as St. George's.
No, it's never 4.80 at Square.
What a bet. Went up a fortnight ago.
Well, we mentioned it specially to the conductor, and he never said anything, did he, Minnie? I said we want 2 threepence halfpenny at Square.
Charlie!
What's up now?
These 2 ladies reckon they booked 2 threepence halfpennies from Rosamond Street to the square.
Hey, never said naught about square to me.
I did.
No, you didn't. You asked me for 2 3.5s. I remember now. I said St. George's. You said yes.
I said no trip sort.
Were you trying to make
All
out?
right, Charlie.
I know that's all right.
You won't forget St. George's, will you? Unless you want to pay the excess.
Gee, they make you feel like criminals, don't they? Oh, they're very efficient when it comes to a fellow checking your tickets. But look what happened here. Bus flies down here, like a scalded cock, and then we all sit around like plum puddings while they clock on.
Oh, they're always doing that.
Oh, don't you talk. You didn't make things any better, telling Harry Hewitt where we was going.
Well,
What do you mean, well?
I told you fares had gone up.
Oh, shut up.
Well, you must be off then, Charlie.
You riding with us?
No, I'm getting the 103. You step up. Watch them too.
There's no wrong down here. There's not many houses, this age, round here, you ain't got it cellars, you know. I reckon you're lucky to be without one. It's dry enough.
Oh, it's dry enough.
Oh. Sorry. We'd better look at it backyard, eh?
Aye, that wall wants pointing.
Just that. If you put in for a mortgage, building society'd insist on it.
Oh, I can do it myself.
Well, you're the right one. You are, aren't you? You ask me for free advice and then you take me bread and butter out of my mouth by doing the job yourself.
I can't afford you, Charles Bert.
Ah, you're all right. But some of these amateurs round here, they don't know the difference between a plane that you use on wood and one that you fly in. Now, let's have a look at this here window box. Oh, it goes all right. Yeah. Let's see. Here. No, I don't like that there woodwork, Frank.
Ah.
No.
Well, what do you think, Bert?
Well, if you want to belong to landed gentry, I don't think you could do worse. Give them what they ask.
Well, how much cash do you think we should want? I mean, have you got any idea, like?
Well, there's solicitors' fees and valuation costs and repairs. Well, that there guttering would have to be done. I think upwards of £100 or more.
100 quid? Oh, that has put the tin out on it.
Well, repairs would have to be done before they'd let you have mortgage, like.
Oh, I should have asked you before you came here and started tearing the house to pieces. I mean, where can I get money like that?
Is that Mrs.?
Well, if it is, I don't know what she's doing here.
Oh, no,
haven't you gone yet? Hello, Bert.
Gee, what are you doing here?
Well, there's a big banquet on tonight, and two of the kitchen staff are off with flu, so they asked me if I'd come in, and they'd give me a few hours off to make up for it.
Imperial Hotel.
Well, there's no good going on like that, Frank. These things will happen. Well, Bert, what's the verdict?
Well, there's not much wrong with house.
You're not buying it, that's all.
Oh, why?
Ask him, he'll tell you.
Hey, now don't drag me into it. If there's going to be a row, you can leave me out.
Well, according to Bert, we should have to find the best part of 100 quid.
Oh.
Well, that's not but my guess. I mean, it don't mean to say you can't make inquiries.
Oh, so there's no hope then?
No, I'm sorry, lass. I'm sorry.
Oh. Oh, well. No good crying about it. I'll bet. Will you stop and have a cup of tea with us?
I won't say no either. Nay, now, come on. Come on, Frank. Cheer this end up. She's taking it better than you are.
Aye.
2 teas, please. There, you'll have yourself on the shelf. Look, that's right.
1 tea, please. Thank you. Same again.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, they are now. Saving that for me, mate. It's nippy, isn't it? Can't feel my feet are like blocks of ice. Bet you fellas feel it more than we do, don't you?
Well, it's not so bad, but it's cold. The cold is terrible. But the damp, oh, it eats right into your bones.
I'll say it does, and we live here. Should be used to it. It's the sunshine.
Very much. Still, you can't have everything.
Oh, well, that's one way of looking at it. You, Harry! Over here, I got it for you. There you are.
Darling.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm off. What I got served.
Must have done you one.
Hey, you're looking after me, aren't you?
Some chaps, isn't it?
Eh? Any more for the look in the pot?
Too much for you.
Too much.
Hey, get him in this, Susanna, thank you. That's what happened to you when you get promoted.
I got them from Lucille. She sent them with some razor blades that don't fit me razor for my birthday.
When was your birthday then?
Today.
You're a dark horse, Harry, you're then you have to returns and all that. Fancy not letting on, or is your birthday top secret?
Oh, birthdays don't mean anything to me now. Having a celebration tonight? No, nothing special, they don't.
You mean it's your birthday and you're not doing anything about it?
What's the point?
Oh, well, I suppose, yes, I can imagine anyone's getting on in here but keeping mum.
Yes, shut up, you daft ape. But you know what they say, life begins at 40.
Oh, well, we'll have to see what we can do.
What do you mean? See what you can do? Now, don't you start getting up into any of your larks.
Never mind what I mean. Hey, how many birthday cards you getting? That's a real question.
Well, who else round here knows it's my birthday?
Oh, get away out of here. What about all them other women in your life? Hello, Mr. Tatlow.
A quarter tea.
Well, what happened to that I told you yesterday?
Tea, the sharpers borrowed that. Well, I was just going to go and make myself a brew now, and do you know there weren't enough at bottom at caddy to fill an egg timer?
Anyway, I'm glad you've come in. I've got something to show you.
What?
Somebody worked a fast one on me yesterday.
A fast one?
Yeah, a dud coin. Here, rub it up on this.
That's better. It's coming up nicely now. Just as I thought.
Yeah, I noticed there's a man on it and he's carrying something. It looks like the week's washing.
He's carrying a bale of cotton, that's what he's carrying. It. Oh, it's no good. I'll have to get my glass.
It's got some writing underneath. Success to N-A...
Navigation. Navigation. Success to navigation, that's what it'll be. And then on the other side, there should be the arms of the Duke of Bridgewater.
Oh, well, but that's like aren't you clever? How do you know?
Seen some of these before. Manchester Halfpennies, that's what they're called. Oh, there's quite a few of them up and down the country.
Manchester Halfpennies, I've never heard of them.
Oh,
Is it worth anything?
Well, it were once, about 170 odd years since, when they were building canals.
As long as that? Get away, you're kidding me.
Nay, I'm not. There were thousands of Irish navvies come over here then, and because the Bank of England didn't have enough copper, they gave these private firms special permission to make these coins, so as they could pay the wages.
I see.
You don't see. because, you know, they couldn't spend these coins anywhere. I mean, in shops, for instance. No, they had to go to company stores and change them for goods. Then the company changed them back for guineas from the government.
Would you believe it? You mean that the men could only buy what the bosses sold?
Ah, that's what I mean.
Well, what a twist. The bosses got it both ways.
Things have changed a bit now, haven't they? Workmen at bosses now. I'll bet that coin could tell a tale or two. Ooh, just think of all them Irish navvies on pay night, whooping it up, eh?
What I want to know is how much is it worth?
Note.
Note?
Note. They made thousands of them down in Birmingham.
Well, you live and learn.
There's no so funny as folk, is there? They're always full of surprises.
In fact, lot of good it is to me. I know. I'll put it in the gas meter.
There you are. You see what I mean?
Well, it doesn't look as though your father's in, does it?
No, but it won't be long.
And how do you know that?
I know what shift he's on this week. He told me last Sunday.
Oh, it's funny Mr. Hewitt didn't tell Matron it was his birthday.
Well, it is.
Well, are you sure now?
Of course I'm sure. Boss is some give him some razors later.
Because if it isn't, Matron's going to be very angry with you. You asking if you could get home for the night.
Well, it is, and she must have believed me because she let me come. Anyway, I don't tell lies. It's wicked.
Oh, well, that's something. But tell me this. What are we going to do now that your father isn't in?
Oh, I'll go in and wait for him.
Have you got a key then?
No.
Well, how on earth are you going to get in?
With this?
And what are you going to do in there all by yourself?
Oh, I'll have a read.
And what about something to eat?
Oh, I'll get some biscuits. If I want anything else, I'll go to the corner. My dad will make me tea when he comes in.
Oh, shouldn't leave you be right. Matron wouldn't like it, but I got an appointment.
I won't tell on you.
Oh, well, thanks for that. I tell you what, you go in and wait for your father, and I'll call back about 8 o'clock, just to see that you're all right.
Okay, but you needn't worry about me, Miss Donovan. I've been looking after myself since I was a kid. Ta!
And don't you open the door to any strange men.
Right. Ah, it's a shame.
Aye, well, you'd think with him being the only man in the house, so to speak, he'd want to take his share of his responsibility. But not him. Anybody can have it except him. I will say one thing for our Linda, with all her faults, at least she does pull her share.
Ah, but Dennis has ways working, isn't he?
Oh, well, I suppose you might call it that. Eh, well, I better go.
Cheerio, love. Ta-da. You're forgetting your change.
Oh, I'd forget me head if it was loose.
Ta-da. Ta-da. Hello, Harry. Have you just finished?
I should hope so. I've done enough for one day.
So, you don't know what work is?
I don't know about that. Made me hungry enough to eat the leg off a grand piano.
We don't sell pianos.
Well, I'll settle for one of your steak and kidney pies then.
Oh, I don't think I've one left in the shop. Just a minute. I'll run in the back and see if there's one there.
Right on.
Sorry to disappoint you, Harry. Is there anything else you fancy? What about some bacon and some nice pork sausages?
Well, I suppose that's all right if you don't have to cook it yourself. You know, meat pies are so easy to warm up. It doesn't smell like you're having hotted up meat pies today.
Well, as a matter of fact, I've treated myself to a chicken. Well, I don't often bother. It lasts too long being on my own. In fact, I'll be fed up with this one before it's finished. Tell you what, Harry. Seeing as I've sold you pie, why don't you have a bit of my chicken?
Oh, no, I couldn't do that, sorry. I mean, it's not as if the pie was ordered.
I know, but I ought to know that you always have one.
No, I'll just have a nice thick slice of ham, please.
You won't have to cook it yourself. Or you'll be past it before it's ready. No, the chicken's all ready. There's some nice stuffing and giblet gravy. Of course, if you'd rather not.
Go on, you talked me into it. I wasn't going to let on, but it's my birthday today, and you don't feel like cooking on your birthday.
Oh, your birthday? Well, fancy that. Oh, many happy returns of the day.
Thanks.
We could call it a birthday treat, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Come on in and take your coat off.
Thanks.
Oh, a parcel came for you. Must be a present.
Oh, from my sister.
Go on in.
Right.
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I thought you were still at work.
No, I'm not. I said, what are you doing here?
I've come for broken biscuits.
Oh, I don't mean in the shop. I mean, what are you doing home?
Matron sent me home because it was your birthday.
She what?
Well, I asked.
You haven't run away again, have you?
No, cross me out. Matron said I could come home just for the night. She sent Miss Donovan with me. Miss Donovan came to our house and you wasn't in, so she said she'd come back and take the clock to see if it's okay. And I've got that for you for me.
Easy, this kid.
Don't you want me?
Of course I do. Yeah, let's see what Matron says.
Hello, love.
Well, that's all right then. Good job for you, madam. Well, come on then. Oh, looks like it's book paid to the,
There's plenty for Lucille if she'd like to stay. What?
No, I think I'd better get her home.
Oh, there's plenty. Do you like chicken, though? Chicken? Oh, yeah. Well, there, that's settled. Come on inside and make yourself comfortable. Come on.
Oh, you shouldn't take the trouble, Polly. I mean, when it comes to feeding three is a lot different than two.
Don't be silly. There's no difference at all.
We need another thing. You can certainly cook, sorry.
That's my mother's training.
Yeah, the credit to her. Hey, come on, eat those potatoes up.
Oh, I've had enough.
I said eat them up.
Do I have to? Well, if your father says so. Come on, you want to be a big girl, don't you?
I don't want to be a big girl. I want to be a model.
A what?
A model.
Sit down. Don't leave the table again until you're told. Come on, clean that plate up. Yeah, you must have gone to a lot of trouble to get a meal like this ready, especially with having to nip into the shop all the time as well.
Oh, it's no trouble, really. I take cooking in my stride. What I always say is if you've got a good meal inside you can face the world.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I wouldn't go to much trouble on my own as a rule, but half the pleasure in cooking is cooking for somebody else. To go through all that paraphernalia and sit and eat it alone.
Ah, you can't tell me out about eating meals by yourself.
Can I leave just one down?
No, you can't.
But I'm full, Dad. Honest.
All right.
Want a cake?
Thought you said you were full.
I meant for potatoes.
Well, hurry up. Mrs. Linda's got work to do. She doesn't want us hanging around all night.
There's no worry. It's nearly closing time. You sit and have a cigarette. I'll turn up the fire.
Oh, I'll do that.
Start going to that house of yours on your birthday, too. You sit and nod off if you like. Lucille'll keep quiet, won't you, love?
Sorry to bring you out, Mrs. Lindy. I wondered if you'd seen Harry Hewitt anywhere. I've been round to number 7, but everywhere's in darkness.
Harry Hewitt?
Yes, I wanted to see him important, like. I've been in the Rovers return because I thought he might have called in for a pint, but they've not seen him.
What makes you think I know where he is?
Oh, I don't, only I bumped into Mrs. Sharple's coming up Brew and she told me to ask you.
Oh, she did she?
Do you know where he is?
I left that parcel in there.
Oh.
Hello, Annie.
Leave that alone. What do you think you're doing?
Why?
If you weren't my mother, I'd call you a nosy old devil.
Just you try calling me and see what'll happen.
Why can't you leave my things alone? That's nothing to do with you.
Oh, isn't it? Well, we'll see about that.
You'll be opening my letters next.
And that's a jolly good idea. I might find out what's going on. Come on, open it up. Open it up.
Well, I guess like I don't see why I should.
Don't you? Well, I do, and that's all that matters. Open this box. Will you open it up?
You don't trust me, do you?
Oh, my God, that's the latest. That's today's chestnut, that is.
It's not a joke, ma'am. It's serious.
Well, I've heard some things in my time, but that about caps a lot. Of course I don't trust you. I don't trust you any more than I trust the Russians, and that's saying something.
I can do what I like. I'm over 21.
Well, if you live to be 100, you'll never be a man if you're gone at this rate.
I'm not going to be treated like a kid.
Now, look, when you behave like a grown-up, I'll treat you like one, but until that time, you'll have less of your lip. Now, come on, are you going to open this box?
It belongs to me. It's nothing to do with you.
You can go on until you're black in the face, but you'll only be wasting your breath. Now then, are you going to open that box or are you not?
No.
Right, I will.
Don't open this box, ma'am. You'll be sorry.
I've been looking for you everywhere. I've even been in the Rovers. I thought you said you were going straight home.
Well, I was. I just came in here for a meat pie for my tea.
I'd sold out.
Well, not your tea yet.
Yes, but,
Well, then.
Won't you sit down?
No, it's all right. I'd better be getting along. I'm sorry to butt in. I didn't know you were here, Larry.
Oh, you're not butting in. You see...
well, sorry you gave me my tea.
You see, me having sold his pie and him having to cook for himself, I invited him into a bite.
Yeah, not having that, it was more than a bite of a chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner? My, she did you proud.
Oh, she did that. Roast and mashed potatoes. Smash it. Real birthday treat.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's a pleasure to cook for somebody that appreciates it.
Well, I've better be on my way. But that's what I came to see you about.
Well, chicken dinner. You're a bit late. There's only carcass left.
No, your birthday. I bought you a present. But I'll soon take it back if you don't want it.
Don't want it? Well, don't be daft, lass.
There you are, then. Don't expect you'll like it much.
Sorry, I mean, shouldn't have bothered. I'll open it later.
What about us all having a cup of tea? The kettle's nearly boiling.
Oh, I don't think I'd better bother. I've got this one to get to bed.
Oh, not yet, Dad.
Never mind, not yet. I don't want Matron after me. Say thank you to Mrs. Lindley.
Thank you.
I'd suggested we all go for a drink, but...
Oh, can I go, Dad? I want beef and factor.
Come on. Well, thanks very much. Cheerio.
little girl, isn't she?
Oh, yes, very.
I'll be glad to get home tonight.
So will I.
You're married, aren't you?
Yeah, only 6 months. My wife comes from my hometown.
You mean here?
No, Fort Antonio, Jamaica. She came here to study nursing at the infirmary.
That's handy, having a nursing family. Wouldn't mind marrying one of them myself.
Oh, I was talking to Harry Hewitt at the canteen today. He's all right.
Oh, aye. Best checker we've got. Oh, yes, at least he's on the up and up. Now, the chap we had for him, oh, he was a riot. Never said a word to nobody. Used to write it all down in his little notebook. He'd jump on the bus, he'd take your board off you, give you a look enough to paralyse you, do his checking, give you your board back and get off without so much as a kiss me Charlie. And then as he pulled away, you'd see him scribbling it all down in his little notebook. Oh, dear. Glad to see the back of him. He was a riot, all right. Oh, come on, Jackson, then. Let's have them chips out. Leave them in any longer, they'll be taking seed.
They won't be long.
Perhaps it's the explosion what's doing it. Doing what? Making the chips take so long. It's his gas pressure. Oh, maybe you're right. Is it your gas pressure what's down, Mr. Jackson?
No, we're all electric. You can't roast chips.
We thought perhaps you were having the same trouble as what we're having. It's so bad with us that Ina Sharples has... What was that, love? Oh, she was just saying that our gas pressure's shocking too. Oh, yes, yes. You want to be careful what you're saying. Ina might not like it being shouted all over the neighbourhood. I were only going to say... Oh, I know what you were only going to say. But it's all evidence, isn't it? That's what Ina wants. Yes, but she wanted it kept quiet. She asked, she said so particularly. It only wants one of them councillors to come in here and Mary Jackson to start talking. They don't get in here. Oh, don't they? I know many a councillor as likes his fish and chips. They're no different to you and me. You're eating in here, aren't you? Yes, please. Should I take for both? No. We'll pay separate. Here's mine. Thank you. Thank you. What do you want, love?
A piece of fish and 6 pence.
No, you want to be careful. You know what Ina is. I didn't mean to say anything. Oh, that's your trouble. You never mean to say anything, but somehow something always slips out. Look what happened in bus afternoon. Oh, don't bring that up again. Well, I was only showing you. I hear they're arguing about how it all began. Oh, what? The world. There's some who say it started with a big bang, and others say it's always been like this. Like what? Like this. It were in the papers. Oh, eat your chips before they go cold. I think it's always been like this. Now, you sure you know what to do? How do you mean? Oh, honestly, Minnie Coral, at our time. You sit there talking about things, silly things, what you've read in the papers, and you can't put your mind to a serious matter like what Ina wants us to do. Oh, yes, I can. I got it quite clear. Well, tell us. Go on, just tell me. Because if you get it wrong, Ina will never speak to you again, you know. I won't get it wrong. I've got to put 4 pints of water in my kettle and put it on the big ring on my gas stove and see how long it takes to boil. You've forgotten something. What? To light the gas. Oh, I know that. Oh, the way you're behaving today, I don't know what you know and what you don't know. And don't forget, you've got to put it down. How long it takes. What do I put it down on? Now, see, you weren't listening, were you? You've to put it down on that piece of paper what Ina give you. The one that says, I, Minnie Caldwell of number 9 Jubilee Street, hereby certify... Oh, yes, I know that. You haven't lost it, have you? No. I wonder how it'll all end. Don't let it worry you, love. Don't you kid yourself. I'm not worried, and I'm not nosy either. But when a son of mine comes home with a dirty big box that looks as though it contains the latest secret atom bomb, I've a right to know what's going on. All right, it's your property. I won't lay a finger on it. I won't touch it. But you'll open that box before I count 5, or else you'll go out of this house and you won't come back again.
You're not going to like this.
1, 2, 3...
All right, well, don't say I didn't warn you, and if you've got any sense, you'll sit down.
We'll see about that.
You're dead right, we will.
It's
a snake.
Well?
Poor little thing, it looks half starved.